Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brad Lone Wolf, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my new purchases. A couple of weeks ago, well, I say a couple of weeks ago, it was a few days ago actually, I decided to bite the bullet and get a new waterproof jacket, a full waterproof jacket in this case, not just a soft shell, and a new tent. Now, the tent I will be doing a separate video on. Today I'm going to be talking about the jacket. Now, before I talk about the jacket and the first impressions, remember this is a brand new jacket. I haven't had a chance to wear it yet, wear it properly yet. I haven't worn it in the store to make sure it fits and everything. You may remember a few weeks ago I did a video on the best equipment. Now, this kind of falls into that category actually. As many of you know, I do like my brands. I'm not even going to beat about the bush. I am a gear snob. I do like particular brands. There are some brands that I don't like for various different reasons. Again, I'm not going to go into them here. Partly for slander reasons, but partly because I don't like them. And in that video, you may remember I said that the best is subjective, and it always is, and it always will be. In this case, most of you know that I like Montane stuff. Montane stuff is fantastic. And there were Montane jackets for sale in the store that I went into. However, they didn't fit me. Even the extra large did not fit me. So rather than trying to squeeze myself into a Montane and saying, yeah, this is brilliant, this is fantastic, I went and got a jacket that would actually fit me properly. And not only that, I've had to lower my budget considerably. And again, for reasons I'm not going to go into here, I've had to seriously lower my budget. So I've had to look at cheaper jackets, a lot cheaper jackets. Doesn't mean to say that they're bad, it just means to say they're cheaper, and therefore you've got to expect that as they're cheaper, they won't have the same features as a more expensive jacket such as Montane would have. Ironically, this is a rain jacket, it's a waterproof jacket, and as you can see, it's nice and sunny, and it has been for the last couple of, well, it's actually been sunny since I bought the jacket, ironically. So I think whoever's up there has got a sense of humour and knows that I bought a waterproof jacket and said, right, no rain for you until the autumn now. So what jacket did I buy? Well, it's actually this one. I've left the tags on. It's actually the OEX, and I'm probably going to pronounce the name wrong, but it's the OEX Aonach. Not Anorak, Aonach jacket. There's the label. As you can see, I still haven't taken the labels off because I wanted to do this properly. So, why did I go for this jacket? Well, partly because it fitted me. And I'll put that on. Put it on now, you can see. Now, this is the extra large. And the reason I got the extra large was so that I could fit layers in underneath it if I need to. So the features on this jacket, you just see me do up the Velcro cuffs. I do prefer Velcro cuffs as opposed to button cuffs because it does make it infinite width from about that to as tight as you need it to be to make it nice and waterproof. The only problem with Velcro is you do get little flaps like that, but that's not so much of a problem really. It's the same on that side as well. Get two nice big pockets in here, and these are big enough. Move the camera back a bit. These are actually big enough to put a map in, a full-size map, even one of the active maps from Ordnance Survey. So yeah, you can fit a map in there nice and easily. Now the only problem with these, with these pockets. Let's drop the camera down. The only problem with these pockets is they do extend down to there, which means that when you're wearing a rucksack, you actually lose half the capacity of the pocket itself. Imagine the waist belt comes across here. Doesn't mean you can't use them, it just means that you get half of it cut off, or approximately half of it cut off. A couple of little chest pockets there for, I'll say couple, just the one little chest pocket there. Probably big enough for a compass and maybe a snack or something. It's not that massive. Waterproof zip. Now I do like waterproof zips on jackets like this. It makes it slightly lighter, it makes it slightly easier. There are pros and cons to waterproof zips. Like I say, I prefer a waterproof zip, but jackets that have got a flap over the zip, they tend to be a little bit more practical, they tend to be a little bit longer wearing, as opposed to a waterproof zip, which can, as you effectively, essentially split at some point. So yeah, size it, like as you can see, the sizing is right for me. Moving on to the hood. The hood does have a volume adjuster, which is fantastic, and the two there as well, so you can really cinch it in like so. Make it nice and tight to your face. It does also have a wired hood, so you can actually stiffen it up as you need to and create a little peak so that the water runs off nice and easily. I don't think it's quite big enough for a helmet though. I would have to check that out. I haven't got a climbing helmet at the moment though. That is on my wish list. The other features that obviously you can't see from here are, actually go back to the hood quickly. There is a tab, and I must admit, I don't like this system, but it seems to be becoming more and more prevalent. And that is to hold the hood down, you get a little tab there. Take the jacket off. So you've got a little tab in the middle of the jacket there. The idea is you roll the hood up and then just Velcro tab it down like so. The advantage of that is the hood's always available, it's easy to get to, all you have to do is that, and then unfold your hood and it's there. The disadvantage is you've always got your hood out, so if it's raining you could end up with water in your hood. Pros and cons. As with everything, there's pros and cons to outdoor equipment. Other features that you won't actually see. Another feature that I've forgotten to mention: pit zips. Pit zips are fantastic. Fantastic idea. And they always have been. I've always appreciated pit zips. Even though this is a breathable membrane, which I'll come on to in a minute, for some people it doesn't breathe quite fast enough, or quite quickly, quite fast enough, or quite enough. So a lot of manufacturers are now putting pit zips in to help with the breathability of their jackets, and obviously there's one on each side. I do like the idea of a pit zip. I would say that these are a little bit small, but obviously that's a designer's choice, not mine. Right. Other features that you can't see but are mentioned. Obviously this is a waterproof jacket. For something to be classed as waterproof in the UK, it has to have what's known as a hydrostatic head of 1500 millimeters. This jacket has a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters. Now, obviously, the more money you pay, theoretically, the more hydrostatic head you get. With some companies, they will actually go up to 40,000 millimeter of hydrostatic head. That basically means that basically means that the pressure of 40 meters of water will not get through your jacket. But this one's got 10,000mm hydrostatic head, which is perfectly fine for what I'm going to be doing. If it's not, then I'll just complain and get something else. Out of my own money, of course. It is also breathable. Now, I'm not going to go into how breathability works because it does get a little bit confusing. But it is breathable. But the way a waterproof jacket like this particular one works, there are variations, but the way this particular one works is that you have to sweat. That sweat then goes onto the inner membrane, which is underneath the mesh here, goes onto the inner membrane. It then turns back into water vapor and then passes through the membrane itself. That's the way that this particular waterproofing works, and to be honest, it's the way most waterproof systems work. There is an exception, and again I'm not going to go into it today, but there is an exception that cuts that out, makes it more breathable but less durable. I paid £80 for this jacket, and that was from Go Outdoors, and that was with their card system. So and it is OEX, so it's exclusive to Go Outdoors as well. So you won't necessarily need the card to buy it, but you will need the card to get this for £80 at the moment. I don't know whether that's a special price or whether it's a permanent price, so please don't quote me on that. But for £80, you actually get quite a lot. You get a lot for that amount of money. I mean, there are jackets out there that you'll pay twice the amount for, and the only considerable appreciable difference would be the hydrostatic head. What it's like in the rain, obviously I don't know. It's a nice sunny day, and it has been for the last few days. So I will do an updated video, or I will do another video updating you on the jacket when it's been raining, and let you know what it's like under wet conditions. I should imagine it'll still be the same. It'll still feel the same. It'll still act the same. But we'll find out. In the meantime, keep an eye out for the tent video that I'm going to be doing. It'll be coming along any day soon when I manage to get some time to do it. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Hope you appreciated it, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.